Chief's second. Just the Chief's second. Bob, Oscar. Gentlemen, I've given you the rules of the WBO. I expect you to obey them. No matter what happens out here, obey my commands. Let's keep it strictly professional. Good luck to you both.
Jim, the Golden Boy originally was a stage play by Clifford Odets. It's having a revival here in New York at the moment. There's a line in there about a fighter that calls him a bullet that only has a future, which could well apply to Oscar De La Hoya.
De La Hoya seems to have broken just a little bit of a sweat, apparently warmed up. Jesse James Leija is unusually dry as we get ready for the fight to begin. Leija's camp, led by trainer Rich Giacchetti, protested the appointment of referee Ron Lipton. They don't think he's the kind of guy who can handle this bout. They expect favoritism from him in favor of De La Hoya. Could be a ploy just to get into the heads of De La Hoya and, for that matter, Lipton. Oscar told us yesterday, George, that he wanted to start off cautiously in this bout, and he's doing exactly that.
When you got long arms like that, you can do anything you want. When you decide you're going to throw punches, that's when you open yourself up.
Leija jabbing and then coming in with a wide roundhouse right. De La Hoya cuffing him over the top with a half left hook. Oscar has not yet begun to work the jab. Trying to build a rhythm and find a tempo as he examines Leija's chest. Leija, wary of De La Hoya's punching power, is starting off tactically. De La Hoya now doing what he said he wouldn't do, trying to land power shots in combination in the first round. Hasn't really begun to work the jab, but may have seen an opportunity to land the left hook there.
Yeah, De La Hoya is finding himself one of the few times retaliating. The guy hits me, I'm going to hit him back, that kind of thing. And you don't want to be in that position in New York City.
Leija looking at De La Hoya's eyes, but trying to punch to his body. He's already raised a red welt on the left side of De La Hoya's ribcage.
When you're fighting someone like De La Hoya, that's the way you got to fight him. Hit every now and then, stay out of harm's way. Don't go looking for any big knockdowns. Just now and then, make him pay. Get out of the way afterwards.
Left-hand counter landed for De La Hoya, not a hard punch. Right uppercut just missed by De La Hoya. Leija starting to watch the man open up in front of him. De La Hoya steps in with a left hook and then goes to the body. Leija backing up as he tries to land in retaliation, and Oscar is taken over. Leija blocking one left hook in there, but one of them landed.
The best thing about Leija, he's keeping his hands up after he throws a punch, takes his right and left hand back to his chin.
Very calm fighter, as his experience would indicate he ought to be. Swinging wildly as he tries to get inside of De La Hoya's reach advantage. Cautious and tactical round one, marked only by a couple of flurries from Oscar De La Hoya.
It's been a long time since Oscar's been instructed to win a fight. Forget about the knockout. Once you get in that kind of territory, you kind of self-destruct. Go out there, win the fight. If a knockout comes, great. If it doesn't, you're still ahead on points. And it's been a long time since he's been given that kind of instruction, those kind of instructions. The other guy, that's all he gets. Win every round. So Leija is probably in a better position tonight.
But in the first round, Leija, unable to get inside of De La Hoya's reach advantage, landed only 1 of 22 jabs. So unless he can get that punch working, he's going to have to find another way to get inside to De La Hoya's ribcage.
You try to keep the fight going as long as you can so that you can get familiar with this fella. You've been in there with sparring partners just as tall, just as powerful, but try to get familiar with this guy.
And because of the height advantage, you see De La Hoya punching down at Leija. Jesse's going to have to punch up if he'll do any damage to Oscar's head. Is it easier or harder to punch down, George?
Yeah, it's to his advantage to be punching up. Oscar De La Hoya he doesn't have to bob and weave his head. It's just one target. Leija, all he has to do is just shut his eyes and throw upward. He can land. De La Hoya's got to reach down, and when you reach down, you're exposing that chin.
I don't know if I like the shut your eyes part, George. That leaves you open to counter punches, doesn't it?
Not if you can hit hard. Good body punch by Oscar De La Hoya. He just tapped him in the body with a jab. That was great.
Crowd in the far reaches of the arena beginning to get restless. They'd like to see a little bit more action. Not every fight is going to be like that Patterson-Gatti war. And down goes Leija, up a left hook inside.
3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Give me your gloves. Take a step forward. Take a step
De La
forward.
Hoya, the second fighter to knock down Jesse James Leija. Gabriel Ruelas did it in his victory over Leija. And here comes De La Hoya again. Jesse's just a little wobbly as Oscar looks to land another left hook. Going to the body, and now coming up with the uppercut. Right hand just missed. Flurries of punches. Leija losing his balance again. Got whacked with a left hook one more time. Round 2 coming to a close. De La Hoya looking to finish.
So many shots, Jeff. 2, 3, 4, 5. All right. 6.
And Leija is saved by the bell.
9.
Check it. That's the end. You can't be saved by the bell except in the last round. And referee Ron Lipton's seen enough. Stops the fight.
That's true. You got to be saved in the last round.
No, I thought he beat the bell. I could be mistaken. I thought he beat the bell, but that the referee stopped the fight.
I believe that too.
Accord. I wonder if you can you stop a fight after the round is over, Harold? The round is over.
Yeah, Larry, the referee, can stop the fight anytime he wants. Why can't he stop at the corner? Yes, I thought that Jesse James Leija clearly got up at 9, but if Ron Lipton felt that he wasn't able to continue and he didn't want to give him the minute's rest, that he wanted to stop it at that point.
How can he tell how he would be with a minute's rest?
Larry, it's the referee's call. The referee has the right to call the fight anytime he wants.
Well, that doesn't make it the right call, though, does it?
Well, if I were a referee, I probably would have let him get the minute's rest and had the doctor look at him. But, hey, Ron thought he wasn't able to continue. He stopped the fight.
And you can see that Leija has been cut over his left eye. It was perhaps the constant flurry of punches with no answer back from Leija that influenced Lipton to believe that he ought to stop the fight. Curious, as Larry Merchant points out, because the 1-minute rest period was coming up. And here is another look at the first knockdown. Caught him in the back of the neck there with the right hand after the left hook did the damage.
But Oscar, it's like he's got something in his gloves.
And here's knockdown number 2, and the long sustained flurry by De La Hoya. There's a couple of wild left and right hand answers by Leija. And we'll take another look at the end of the fight in normal speed. Now you'll hear the bell.
2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. All right, 9.
Oh, it's clearly a 10 count.
You don't think he beat the count?
Not at all, because remember, he can't be saved in the last round. That was a 10 count. The referee got mixed up and turned away and confused a lot of us, but the count was continuously going because he didn't know that the bell could save this guy.
5. Now he turns away after 5.
He didn't know the rules. The rules are the fight cannot be stopped unless it's the last round.
I think he beat the count, George.
No,
I think he got up by 9, but you can't be certain with the silence there.
The
Our director,
referee
Mark
caused the
Bateman,
confusion by looking away. It made all of us think the fight was over.
Well, Rich Giacchetti's going to have a lot to say. Trainer of Jesse James Leija. He's the one who didn't want Ron Lipton to be the referee. Let's go up to Michael Buffer for the official decision.
Ladies and gentlemen, referee Ron Lipton has to call a halt to the bout. The end comes at the end of round 2. The winner and still lightweight champion of the world,